You do realise you don't need your glasses, right? 4 eyes. I used to be a 4 eyes too, and many years ago, let me tell you, I had driving lessons and I had to wear glasses to drive. So I figured out how to fix my fucking eyes. That's right, 99% of you, if you're watching, you likely don't need your glasses. The exceptions would be people who needed glasses since birth. But even then, I'd argue sometimes it's worth trying, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes are muscles. Just like every muscle in your body, it can be strengthened, it can be tightened, yada, yada, yada. But for this to make a bit more sense, I think we need to explain what your issues are. Myopia, short-sightedness. This is a very studied, well-documented, legitimate thing. I want to preface this by saying this isn't just some schizo Oscar Patel fucking pay me 100 quid a month to get told to put your thumbs in your cheeks or anything like that. This is legitimate science, and if you don't believe me, I'm not going to go too deep into it because that's for fucking nerds. But just go on Google Scholar, or is it Google Doc? I think it's Google Scholar. Just search up lens-induced myopia. That's all you need to know. There's plenty of articles on it. It's a very well studied, understood principle that the lens you're wearing on your eyes induces myopia, short-sightedness. And I'm sure you're all wondering, what the fuck? This can't be possible, because I was short-sighted and I needed glasses, plus I couldn't see the board at school. And yeah, let's get into it, shall we? There's a reason that most young people have short-sightedness and not long-sightedness. This is because any issues with your eyes are a result of habits over time. If you're constantly looking inwards, close up at things near your face, over time, maybe over years, many years, eventually your eyes are going to get more and more tight. I'm talking in layman's here, by the way, because the specifics don't fucking matter. It's the concept that matters. Over many years, you're looking in, you're always on your phone, you're gooning, you're playing fucking DS, Game Boy, whatever. After a certain while, you look up, and your eyes are fucking still zoomed in. You've spent 6-8 hours a day zooming in like I am now looking at my phone, and then you try and look above, you try and look beyond, and you just fucking, your eyesight's fried. This is a temporary thing actually, even though it won't feel like it, and this is the beginning of most people's myopia. This is the onset. You get an initial strain from looking too far in, you'll go to the fucking opticians, they'll be very happy to prescribe you some overly strong glasses which will inevitably worsen your eyes. Why are they overly strong? Well, when we look with our eyes, we tend to use both fucking eyes at once, ideally in natural light, and we'll be moving ahead and doing other things to make out things in the distance. In the opticians, you'll have one eye closed, you'll be looking at a 2D fucking screen or piece of paper in unnatural light. It'll basically be you're testing your eyes at the worst when they're struggling the most, and typically opticians will overprescribe and give you prescriptions that's way too strong for day-to-day living. The tests they do in the opticians are ideal if that's the prescription you needed, if you were going to be like a long-distance truck driver and you were always looking off into the distance. Even then, arguably too strong. But, you know, makes sense. But when you wear these glasses, these super strong glasses on your already myopic eyes, your eyes that are already too far zoomed in, you put these glasses on which zoom in your eyes like another diopter or two, and that's not necessarily too bad. But then what you're going to do, you're going to be on your phone, you're going to be gooning, you're going to be reading up close, and you're not going to take those glasses up. So instead of your eyesight getting fucked normally, which it already would from looking this close in with your phone with no glasses, if now you've got glasses on, it's like twice as zoomed in. Eventually you look up away from your phone or your screen, and even with glasses, your eyesight's deteriorating. Your eyes have just got stronger in terms of zooming in and got a lot weaker in terms of zooming out. Once again, in layman's terms, the muscles in your eyes that allow you to focus in and look at things close, they get overly strong, which weakens the muscles in your eyes that let you zoom out. So you end up in quite a conundrum. You'll get another prescription for glasses, which will be stronger still. It'll work for a year or so, and then your eyes will fuck up again, but they'll get used to it. eventually you won't be able to see shit without glasses and you'll be like a sitting duck. But this is all just an optional thing. It's essentially a choice. You can fix it. So how do we go about fixing this? A lot of you who may be bodybuilders probably have correct ideas just intuitively. Let's look at, for instance, if my shoulders were overly rounded, if my chest and front delt were too strong, what would I do? I'd just train the rear delt, bitch, and the back to open up my fucking like chest and everything, just to fix the posture. It's the exact same with your fucking eyeballs, Sonny Jim. So if your eyes are too zoomed in, you're gonna have to very simply start zooming them out. It is essentially that simple, but there's nuance to it, don't worry. Obviously, if you're blind as a bat and you look into the distance, it's all blurry anyway. You're not gonna improve your eyes, and you're likely gonna make them worse from overly straining. So that's something to keep in mind. There's a few exercises that can help you a lot with it, but depending on how bad your eyesight is, this will vary. If you can't see for shit whatsoever, you are blind as a bat, even with your glasses, you're sort of limited. It's fair play. But yeah, let's say you're completely fucked, you can't see shit. What you're gonna wanna do probably is get another prescription glasses to like half the strength you have. Use this in regular tasks like working up close when you're on your desk. But the glasses you'll have now, even if they can let you see far away, I guarantee they're way, way, way too strong for up close day-to-day desktop tasks, phone and whatnot. So definitely be taking those glasses off anytime you can to begin with. If your eyesight isn't too fucked, you may not have to get another prescription. You may just be able to get away with just taking your glasses off up close, only using your glasses when it's absolutely essential, like for driving, for safety, things like that. Eventually, what you're going to want to do, this is a weird technique, but it worked for me. I literally fixed my eyesight by like 2.5 diopters in each eye. I think 2 in one and 2.5 improvement in my other one. So this works. This is all shit I did. Don't let Oscar Patel or any fucking schmuck charge you for your God-given right of health. So my eyesight wasn't too bad. So when I was seeing up close, like if I'm looking at myself on my screen now, I don't have to strain my eyes to see myself. This is pretty easy for me. My eyesight's not too bad now. What would I do if I wanted to improve it more? I'd go the opposite. Instead of putting on short-sighted glasses, which will zoom the image closer to me, I'll put on long-sighted glasses, which pushes the image further away. You can get long-sighted glasses in most regular shops. Boomers love them. Most boomers, you'll notice, are long-sighted, not short-sighted. Why is this? Boomers didn't grow up with phones. They didn't grow up always zoomed in reading fucking books and everything. Some did, but most boomers, the thing they'll stare at the most is the road, driving for hours a day. And then it comes to the point where they can't read up close and they have to put glasses on to see up close. It's the same fucking thing we have, just in reverse. So they do the opposite, but you know, whatever. I'm dealing with short-sightedness because it's the most common for people my age. What you do, yeah, you get long-sighted glasses, you'd put them on, anything you're doing on your phone, you'd want to have it to the point where you'll find there's a sweet spot where there's a certain point where you're looking where it's not quite straining, but it's not quite clear. That's the point you want your vision to be at generally. If it's any further, you're going to risk just straining your eyes and it potentially may just make it worse over time. But if you find that sweet spot where fucking, oh God, I'll put off by them. But yeah, if you find the sweet spot where you can sort of look and focus just a bit, it's not quite 100% 20/20 vision, but it's not 100% blurry. You want to keep your eyes in that space as much as you can. Going to and from a little bit just to get your eyes used to it. This is the Gooner technique, by the way. This is for people who are just always locked on screens. This is probably why you got a bad eyesight in the first place, from your screens. But if you can't keep away from screens, this is what you do. The second thing you're going to want to do is wear a fucking eye patch. This seemed insane to me, and I didn't do this to begin with, but I can testify to it now. It fucking works. Like when you have bad eyesight, it's very common for we all have a stronger eye, and the worse your eyesight gets, the more your strong eye is gonna take over the workload. So, holy shit, my left eye is fucking blind as fuck. I put a fucking eye patch on my right eye, Just left it on for like a few hours just to get my left eye up to speed. I couldn't even believe how much worse the vision was. But after just a few hours of it, no shit, I could see a lot better already. So imagine doing this for days and days and weeks and months. You're gonna be sorted. Regardless though, just the fucking long-sighted glasses technique that I used does work. Guaranteed success. You're gonna wanna generally be outside as much as you can, just common sense. Obviously, looking at a screen will help your vision over time, but ideally, you want to be looking in the 3D realm, training your peripheral vision and all this shit as well. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna help anyone whatsoever, but I'm pretty sure I saw an Oscar Patel video of him teasing that he's gonna release a fucking course or some shit on how to fix your eyesight. And no offense to the guy, but fuck that guy. All he wants to do is just scam you out of money. This is your God-given right. Like, this is literally documented, freely available to research yourself. There's other people who talked about fixing your eyes, lens-induced myopia before. Nothing I say here is original. Nothing I say here is worth paying anyone for. You know what I mean? You're already paying enough for fucking glasses. Glasses industry is billions of dollars. There's a reason most of this research gets hidden, because a lot of rich people stand to lose a lot of fucking money if more people became aware of how easy it is to fix these basic things that we all call genetic and just assumes a life sentence. But no, unless you were born needing glasses, it almost definitely isn't a life sentence. If you started needing glasses between the ages of 6 and like 13, or anything after like age 2, that says to me it was almost certainly environmental factors that affected your epigenetics. It's not your actual genetics, it's your epigenetics. That's what matters more. But yeah, if anyone wants a more in-depth fucking breakdown of everything I do to fix my eyesight again, I've actually been slacking myself. My eyesight's got worse recently. Let me know. But this is shit that you all deserve to fucking know, boys.